Welcome to Business Connection Zoom Edition. I'm Liz Spencer. I'm joined today by Melissa Sines of TuBellas. Hi, Melissa.
Hello.
So, Melissa, tell me a little bit about what you do. It's so important.
So I specialize in hair loss alternatives for the women in need. We do cancer patients, women that are suffering from alopecia, thinning hair, but we customizing the wigs. So we'll do consultations and do client molds and custom hair loss alternatives. We custom color them, we custom cut them.
Melissa, how are you providing these valuable services now during this crisis?
So it's a little bit more difficult because we are people that like to touch and feel and see what things are like. Mm-hmm. So not having that interaction with the customer is a little bit hard. But we've been doing video consultations to our customers. We'll sometimes send out samples for them to try, and then we could actually talk about what they're trying on at the time. It's a little bit different than it was before.
But the need is still the same for women who have thinning hair for many reasons. So the need is still there. Tell me about the types of wigs that you offer.
So we offer human hair, synthetic hair, up to the highest end human hair that's available.
So tell me a little bit about the services that you offer with the wigs, because you just don't buy a wig and go. I mean, you guys are so much more than that. So
there's a lot more that goes with it. Even a simple synthetic needs to be cut and styled and thinned out to match a customer's look and style. So that's a little bit hard now to do the hair cutting. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do a couple haircuts and I drop it off and then they try it and then we recut it a little bit and then I drop it off again. But the colors, we've always done the colors without the customer with us. And the same thing, I will color it, I'll drop it off, the client will try it, and if it needs a little more highlighting or some other things done to it, we just do it and drop it back off again.
That's wonderful. And with wigs and that, when people how often do they get them cut and colored? Is it very much like normal hair?
So with the wig, initially we do a color on it to match what they look like. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes it's maintenance, not like our own hair. Mm-hmm. You might need a color done every few months just to refresh it a little bit, mm-hmm. but you don't get outgrowth, you don't get gray outgrowth. So it's just a matter of adding some highlights or lowlights to it.
That's cool. Well, right. Yeah, it helps that it's not growing, revealing what color you really are. So that's the bonus of a wig. Having a wig fitted in that, how are you working with your customers to really make that a customized, personalized experience?
So again, it's just a little bit more time consuming than before. And the customer, sometimes I do it and they like it the first time. And then sometimes I have to redo something that was done. Because we just do a little at a time. Mm-hmm. So that way we're not trying to backtrack and fix things.
Right, and when you're working with a customer, because I'm sure that most people coming to you have not had a wig before. Is that true?
No, and the hardest part is that I'm trying to convince somebody that's meeting me over the internet that I can custom cut and color their very expensive new wig. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like going to their own hairdresser that's been doing their hair for 15 years that they trust. They're trusting me over the internet. So that communication between client and stylist, we don't really have that right now. So I take baby steps to get it right, just to make them more comfortable.
Well, and it's a different experience because you're helping a woman regain her self-esteem because of the wig that you are providing her.
Oh, yes. Even if you're staying at home, you still want to see yourself with hair on. Mm-hmm. You know, even in the past, when I tell people, some clients would say, I'm only going to wear my hair when I go out. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, if you don't wear it all the time, you won't be comfortable in it. So, you know, you go to the bathroom and you look at yourself. You go, you know, throughout your house, there's probably mirrors. So to see yourself with hair, if you don't have hair, just makes somebody feel better.
Well, and Melissa, you're providing a really critical service. Women with thinning hair, women who've lost their hair because of a medical issue, they really need you. They need what you do because you do it so well with so much care. How did you get into this business?
So I got into the business because I was doing hair for quite a while and my mother had thinning hair and we would perm it and try and tease it to get it full. And one day, one of my clients was coming in with a wig and a hairpiece, and I said, oh my gosh, my mother needs this. And the next time she came in, my mom came to see her, and my mom fell in love with it, and I went with her to her office visit and watched the lady give my mom new hair, and I went, this is what I want to do. So I just started training after that. I went to China to learn how to make wigs. I went to London to learn how to construct them. And then the last place was Italy to learn how to do a custom prosthesis called the Cesare Ragazzi CNC.
That's wonderful. That is, you give everybody so much hope when you help them with their appearance. So, Melissa, thank you. We wish you continued luck during this time period, and you're going to still be able to give great service, even if you have to do it over Zoom.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Take care.